What's up, everybody? Welcome back to High Temp Gaming. For today's video, I've got a really sweet build that I'm doing for, a lot of you guys know him, Chaotic Clown, which is my cousin. He's like my brother, and he finally pulled the trigger and said, you know what, I want to get a good build. And we started talking on the phone, and we kind of went through a couple things of what he wanted to do. And we started looking at some of the builds, and he gave me a budget, and we pretty much maxed out the budget and actually spent a little bit more. So let's talk about this build that we're doing. I'm going to start off with the case. I'm a huge NZXT fan. I love their cases. One, because it's so easy to work on them. The second reason, there's just so much that you can do in these builds. It's almost, you know, the sky's the limit. Just get super creative with them. They're pretty much priced at what a good mid-level case should be priced at. You know, anywhere from $65 to, you know, all the way up to $200 or even more. But the case we're going with is the H510 Elite. We went this one. It has two RGB lights in the front, and you can customize it pretty much however you like, and it gives it a really good color. So I think I'm going to be going with kind of a purplish and black color scheme for them. And for the motherboard, went with the X570 Gaming X, definitely future-proof. So for the RAM, went with the good old Corsair Vengeance Pro, 16 gigabytes of 3600 megahertz. Got some RGB in there as well. So what is a, you know, we all know how RGB just increases performance by 40%. Now, it's going to give it a really good aesthetics. For the processor, went with the Ryzen 7 3700X. Amazing processor, by the way, guys. If you're looking to upgrade your PC and you want the biggest bang for your buck, right now the Ryzen 7 3700X is going to be a dynamite of a processor. It's 8 cores, 16 threads. And it's clocked at 3.6, and it has 4.4 gigahertz per, max boost. However, the reason why we're going with this build is because we're going to overclock this machine for them and get this thing running just super smooth. We're going to water cool this thing with the Kraken X53. Really nice too, has some RGB lighting in the front with the cooler. We can just customize it how we like, and it just makes it a lot easier. I know some of you guys aren't really too happy with the software with Next. I can tell you this though, for my son's build, he has it in the Next case too, and we're using the software. The software has gotten a lot better, so if you deleted it a year ago, just play around with it, reinstall it, because I think you're going to find it to be a lot better than what it was. For the power supply, we just went with a 700 watt power supply, and I think for budgeting purposes, it was a good power supply to put in here. Now, for the graphics card, I'm really excited about this one. We're going with the 2060 SC Ultra 8 gigabyte card. I'm excited to do a build with this one and really just play around with it. So we're going to overclock this as well and just see how much more we can get out of it. For the hard drive, he wanted to get a M.2 and also a mechanical drive just to be able to add more stuff to it. I know a lot of people are dogging the mechanical drives, but ideally, biggest bang for your buck to store more stuff. You want to store videos or pictures or even games. If you don't mind spending a whole lot of money, then get yourself a 1 terabyte M.2, but you're going to pay for it, right? And in this particular case, we're going to put an M.2 in here for the operating system and just some of the games that he likes to play the most. But everything else is going to go in the 2 terabyte hard drive. And again, it saves you a lot of money. I'm super excited about this build. I hope you guys are too. I'm going to go ahead and put this thing together so we can do what we do best, which is game on it. See you in a little bit. I like the results. So we just completed the Fire Strike one, and we got a score of 19,655. Graphics score 21,138. Graphics test 99.55. And test number 2, 85.36. So we're going to bump these up, right? Again, I'm running them stock. So this is not the easiest to bump up on frames, you know, believe it or not. To get points on this side here is going to be, it's usually harder than not. But I'm gonna overclock the card, and we're going to see just how far we can push that, right? And see if we can at least get a couple more points on this side here. But I like the results. Let's keep testing it out and see what we keep doing, what we keep encountering here. Tomb Raider. Just finished running Time Spy here. We got a score of 88.34 with a graphics test of 55.25 and a graphics test 2 of 50.83. Again, this was at stock. And I think before we continue running these benchmarks, I just want to turn on Resident Evil because I want to, not Resident Evil. I want to turn on Tomb Raider and see some ray tracing. So I'll get back to doing some of these benchmarks in a little bit. Let's look at some games. Now, I got everything on ultra high settings, okay?
Yeah.
$125 on ultra high. 130, 140.
On 1080p?
Yeah, on ultra though. 141 frames. Dude, that's a lot on ultra, man.
Yeah, bro.
GPU's 93%, and the CPU's 55 Celsius, 60 Celsius, so. We are testing my currently favorite game, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And we're going to go ahead and turn on DLSS. We're going to keep it a full screen, of course. And we're going to turn on ray tracing if we can. All right, guys, let's see what it plays like. All right, the presets are set to high. We're going to go to highest. And ray trace shadow quality. Ultra. I don't know if we should run it that high already, but we'll try it out. We'll see. Why not?
Oh, no, it's all uphill from there.
All right, we're going to run the benchmark. Let's just run the benchmark.
So I turned the ray tracing off on this one, let the shadow quality high, and we're gonna run it now without the ray tracing. All right, so we can see we rendered 16,209 frames. We took the ray tracing off on here, left it at ultra shadow quality, left everything else around high and ultra settings, texture quality, and we got 104 frames on this one. So we definitely increased it by taking the ray tracing off. So I'm gonna say this, at 70 frames per second with ray tracing on, you know, we're just might as well just leave it on, because that's really good. I like to test Tomb Raider for two reasons. One, I like Tomb Raider. It's one of my favorite games. But two, Tomb Raider is a very high graphic demanding game. So when you put it in perspective, if you're getting great results on Tomb Raider, then everything else you're going to play is going to be, you know, impressive. There's only one question though. Can it run Crysis? So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It has been a pleasure to do it. Had a lot of fun making this build for my cousin, Chaotic Clown, the man, the myth, the legend. He's gonna go ahead and change these fans out. The fan that I had in here, which was the ARGB fan, it didn't work, so we're sending that back, and he's gonna go ahead and get another one for here as well, and that would complete the build. But other than that, the build is pretty much complete. We're done. We're gonna wrap it up. He's got to get some custom sleeves too in the future, but I think we did a really good job on it. I'm pleased with it. It looks beautiful. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be super happy about it, and it turned out really nice. So I'm gonna say this, guys: if you're looking to invest in a new PC, if you got $1,500, definitely make the jump. Get yourself, you know, one of the new 20 series cards. A 2060 Super, the SC Ultra is amazing. It's an amazing card. I just tested it, played a lot. You know, I got to do a ton of benchmarks on it, and I'm super excited about the results. And don't forget, you know, throw in there a Ryzen 7 3700X and you're good to go. So guys, it's been fun. It's been real. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.